guys, it is Hillary and I am here in my studio in Los Angeles. We're trying a different view today. We'll see how this works out. Let me know. Today, for a moment, we're gonna need a band, like a TheraBand, and you don't have to have like one like this. You can have one that you can tie because we're just gonna use it around our thighs for a moment. So, just kind of set it aside and we're gonna go ahead and start on your back. So you're gonna lie on down. And I want you to really focus today on where we are in terms of our hips. That's kind of what we're looking at and feeling. So I want you to just lie on your mat and kind of feel where you are. Feel how your arms feel on the mat. Feel how those hips feel. Does one feel like it's more weighted than the other? Or maybe you feel a little kind of this way. I mean, don't try to fix it. Just see where you are. Just kind of feel it. And then we're gonna just take a deep breath. We're gonna go into a lift. So what I want you to focus on is the reach of your arms and curl your head and shoulders up and look towards your feet. I want you to take those arms and really reach them. See if you can curl up a little higher. And then inhale. And exhale. See if you can keep reaching the arms and the legs. Keep those hips even into your mat. And then all the way down. And do that again. Curling up, reaching. And see if you feel both legs reaching evenly. And if not, how do you make that happen? And then all the way down. Now we're going to go into our 100. But let's see first if we can lift our legs. So curl it up, look towards your feet. See if you can reach those legs so long and maybe lift them just like an inch off the mat. If not, that's okay. Just the feeling you're gonna do that will be good. All right, we're gonna go in for our 100. I want you to take your arms and reach. Really lengthen your arms, lengthen your legs. I want you to keep that length. Arms up, curl your head and shoulders up, reach those legs where you want them to be today, and arms are pumping as you inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep reaching. Exhale. You're halfway there. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You got 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more, inhale, exhale. 1 more deep breath. Good, now hold here. How do those hips feel? See if they're even. Reach it out, rolling down. Woo. All right, if you have a strap on your mat, go ahead and use it. If not, don't worry about it. Or if you have a wall and you want to place your feet against the wall, you can do that as well. Whatever you do, keep those legs reaching. Take the arms, lengthen like we just did a few minutes ago. Arms to the sky, we're gonna roll all the way up. Let the head and shoulders come up again and reach. Pull in or push into the wall or whatever you need to do to roll up, reaching your arms and your legs as you take your back towards the wall behind you. Inhale. And just kind of find a pace and flow that works for you today. That feels good. And again, let's kind of pay attention to those hips and see as we roll up and down, if we feel an even connection, as if someone had a rolling pin and they were kind of rolling you out this way. Inhale, should feel good. Keep reaching, pulling into those legs as we come all the way down and up. Good, warming up here. And it should feel good to just see where we're going today in terms of the back and our mobility here, our breath. No judgment, we're just moving. And then all the way down. Let's go ahead and grab your band. So if you have one and you need to tie it around, go ahead. Otherwise, you're just gonna place it. And we want it, and it might roll around, that's okay. I've got slippy pants on, so we'll see what happens. Place it about mid-range between your knee and your hip. And again, if you want one leg to the wall or under your strap, you've got it. So we're gonna take the leg up towards the sky. You're pulling it towards you as much as you can and feeling a little bit of tension in that band. And let's just go into our one leg tick-tock. So keep the leg on the ground like it's standing. Lift that hip to reach the leg across and bring it back to the center. And then reaching across and back to the center. By having this band, we're really feeling that outer hip with that band on both legs, which is gonna help to keep those hips happy, right? One more, reach it across. And let's take it into our full circle. So lifting the hips, circling the legs up and around. And it's okay if the band rolls around. It's gonna happen, as long as it's not painful, right? Inhale as you reach. Keep thinking about those arms and shoulders from last week's workout in case you missed it on your shoulders, and where are they? One more here. And let's reverse out and around. And the more tension in that band, the more you're gonna feel that outer hip. But again, remember that hip is going with you as you circle and back. Nice, one more here. Woo, and we'll switch. May need to adjust your band, so take your time. And we'll take that leg up to the sky. A little more challenging for me on this one. And reach across and back. Inhale. So again, pay attention. What's the difference? What feels more challenging? What feels like, ooh, got this one. Inhale. Good. Let's take it into that full circle. Down and around. And back to the top. Inhale. You can point, flex, whatever works for you. And feeling that length in your leg. Inhale. Good. Breathing through. One more here. Keep reaching those arms nice and long. Let that hip lift and pull it back. We're looking for that rotation in that lower part of that body. Good, one more here. Good, and release. Go ahead, take that band away. And you can just place it wherever you want to be. And since we're already up, we'll just go right into our rolling back. So for those of you that caught it a couple of videos ago with our sand tunnels. So do you remember those sand tunnels? You're holding onto your feet. This is if your heels are in the sand. This is a little Kathy Grant work for you. And then you push the legs out where you can. Doesn't matter. Keeping the body close and then dragging those heels back in the sand. So I want you to feel that sand tunnel feeling as you're pulling in. Grab those feet. Keep that feeling of dragging those heels, pulling the knees in. We're gonna roll our ball all the way back. So we're rolling back, finding our ball at the top. Woo. Inhaling and exhaling. Try to keep looking towards the middle of that ball. Try to keep pulling the heels towards you. And again, kind of pay attention. Are you rolling off to one side? I'm getting a little crooked here. How's it going for you? How can you kind of use that push and pull of those arms to maybe make that ball roll a little more centered? Woo, let's do one more. And then hold your ball at the top. Let's go ahead and take that left leg, pull it in as we reach the right, and go back to the shoulders for our one leg stretch. Pull it in tight, and then switch. So as you're doing this, again, how are those hips? Are they staying even as you switch? Or do you feel maybe they're going a little wonky? And what do you need to do to balance that out? Do you need to reach a little more? Pull a little more. And pay attention how that affects that, right? Inhale and exhale. Good, let's do one more each leg. Pulling in, and then bring both knees in. Now, where can we go in our double leg stretch? And where can we challenge keeping those hips as heavy here as out here? Inhale And exhale, we're just right into it. Squeeze those legs together. Challenge yourself here. Keep curled up. One more. And bring it all the way down. Awesome. Let's lengthen those legs. Reach your arms back. And we'll roll all the way up. Good. All right, we're going into our spine stretch. So on this one, I just want you to think of those hips up against a wall. And we're gonna push them into the wall even more. Hands to your mat, super tall. And I want you to think, here's your sand again. So we're gonna push through the sand with our hands. And you're gonna just let the back curl behind you as you reach your arms and your legs. And really think about taking your whole hip and pushing it into that wall behind you evenly. And then all the way back up. And maybe reach the legs a little more to get that rounded even deeper for you. And growing tall. And let's do that again. Reaching forward, inhaling as you come up. Exhaling as you go into that spine stretch. Let's do one more here. Rounding. Ooh, this feels good. And then all the way back up. And let's bring those legs together and we'll roll down for corkscrew. So all the way down. All right, arms at your side. Feel the connection of those hips. Think about the shoulders that we worked last week. And if not, check it out because we're really keeping that work as we lengthen and lift our legs. And we're gonna go into a corkscrew. We're gonna keep it down, not in our shoulder version today. So again, think of that band around you, right? And I want you to lift the left hip to take the legs to the right. Keep that left shoulder engaged. Circling where you can. Let the right hip now come up. And then pulling back to the center. And switch that direction. Inhale. So paying attention, trying to think of the left hip lifting, the right hip gets heavier, right? Circle down, they both connect. And then that right hip is off. And you've got to pull it back to the center. So you've got to fire into those arms. Make them work. Keep looking straight up towards the ceiling. Good. The floor is creaking underneath me. I don't know if you can hear that. Good. Or it's the mat on the floor. I can't figure it out. Inhale. Good. Last circle. And then bring the legs all the way down. And we're going to roll up for our thigh stretch. So reach your arms back. Curling up. Reach. And let's go ahead. I want you to try to do this without using your hands. Don't worry if you can't. Take your legs crossed, come up into our kneeling position. Nice. All right. So this time we're going to take our pelvis and tilt it forward a bit. So we're really rounded there. Arms are out. And if you feel like your feet cramp up and you can dangle them, do that. Or if you need to curl your toes under, that's fine too. Looking a little bit down, we're just going to inhale as you hinge back, just going where you feel a thigh stretch. And then pushing into those feet to come back up. Inhaling as you go back. Exhaling back up. Nice. Keep breathing through. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do 2 more. 1 more here. Breathing. Good. Nice. And then go ahead, let's cross our legs, and I want you to sit and take your legs out as if we're gonna do saw. But we're gonna do, again, a little Kathy Grant, seated side laterals. So what I want you to think about is like our spine stretch, we're up against a wall. Hands behind your head, elbows are wide, legs are reaching. So what I don't want you to have happen is to come away from your wall. I want you to stay tall, press the head into the hands. Take one elbow straight up towards the ceiling as the other comes towards the floor. So the one that's going to the ceiling, you gotta keep opening up that arm so you don't fold forward. And I'm over exaggerating there, yeah? So reaching up, think about this arm really opening up so that it doesn't curl forward. And just go where you can go, and then watch those legs. The leg you're going towards is going to want to rotate out. So think about both knees staying up towards the sky. Oh my gosh, that might change your range, right? Inhale, grow tall. Watch those knees. Keep them going straight up towards the sky. Keep the elbow going up. Oh my goodness. Whew. And one more. Watch those legs. The one you're going towards is going to want to rotate out. So keep it going, keep it going. Keep the elbow up and back to the sky. Wow. Kathy Grant, genius. Let's roll it down for our scissors and bicycle. So, arms are at your side, and let's lift those legs again. So pull in. What do you need to do to keep your back there as you bring the legs up? Now, if you are not able to lift your hips up and over, feel free to keep it right here. Nothing wrong with that. Press those arms, focus on those shoulders, go into your rollover, and lengthen those legs to where you can place your hands behind you as if you're in little jean pockets there. And we're gonna go right into it. So now you've got those hands behind your hips, right? Can you feel as you make this move, if you get heavier in one hip or it moves away, try to keep it even and lengthened. Press into those elbows. And then let's take that into your bicycle, just pedaling away. Reaching those legs, keep pushing into those shoulders again. And then reversing that. Ooh, keep lifting. Good, and then bring both legs together, arms at your side, and roll it down. All the way, reaching those legs, and we'll roll all the way up. Nice job. All right, we're gonna go into our hip twist, which is basically the corkscrew we did earlier, but we're gonna be up on our elbows, right? So think of what you just did with your scissors and bicycles and press your elbows into the floor. You're just gonna take your legs, you can bend or you can keep them straight to where you can hold them. Fire into those elbows. Take your legs off to the right or left, you'll do both. Circling around. Now pay attention as you do this to those shoulders. The one shoulder is gonna wanna, the one elbow is gonna wanna kind of unweight. So you've gotta push into it as you take the legs across. All the way. Whew, back to the center. Good, try to keep reaching and lengthening those legs. Keeping heavy on the elbows. One more, you can do this. Whew. And then bring the legs all the way down and roll it all the way up. All right, you guys are almost done for today. We're gonna go into our side kick kneeling. So again, we're into that hip stability today. Arms behind. So, if you can, like a little teapot, find the floor. And I want you to push the floor away and fire into that leg. Other leg is out. Hand behind your head. You're gonna kick as far forward and as far back as you can. Inhale and exhale. So try to keep that top leg from dropping. Press the head into the hands. Inhaling and exhaling. Ooh, good job. Do two more here. One more. And then bringing it up the way you went down. Good. And we'll find the other direction. Head, press, push away, lift that leg, and out, and in. I don't know about you, but my right leg seems to be a little crampy on that hip today. We've worked it, that's for sure. Inhale and exhale. Keep kicking forward and back. Two more here. One more. And bringing it up. Awesome. All right, from here, if you can, we'll stand on up. Yes. And we're gonna move to the back of your mat. Arms reach up. Sorry about my head getting cut off. But we'll walk it down together. Walk out for our push-ups. Just walk out to your push-up position. Feel where your hips are. Press that floor away. And let's go down and up. Inhale and exhale. Try for 3 to 5. And when you're done, try to walk it all the way back and roll up and reach for the sky. And let's do that again. Rolling down, find your mat. Walk it out. Find those hips, lengthen them, and again, inhale and exhale. Doing good. 2 more here. If you can, do what you can do. Walk it back. Nice. Oh, if you can, we got one more set. Let's try for it. Roll back down. And again, if you would rather be on your knees, if you would rather not walk back and up, do what you need to do. It's your time here. Inhale, push it away. Good. That's all I got in me. Rolling back, walking back. Enjoy that roll up. Reach for the sky. And come on back to your mat. And let's just sit and bring the soles of your feet together. I'll face you. And then you can judge where you want those feet. If you want them closer in, further out, I want you to just open up the hips. Give them a little shake. Good job. And then reach. And breathe. Good. So if you want to do the video again and use your band more, use it as you do. So here's a little homework for you, yeah? You can do the video again. But as you do your roll up, press a little bit, not enough to like really work it, but just enough to feel that through as you roll up. So doing it with your roll-ups to add some variety to the workout if you want. And you used it for your one leg circle. You can also use it for our one leg stretch, right? Might roll up a little bit. That's okay. See what you can do. And then you can also use it definitely for your corkscrew. Just give a little bit of a press out as you circle around. And also a little bit with your thigh stretch. Because in your thigh stretch, your knees are hip width apart. So with the band, it's making that connection and that work a little more challenging through there. So just some options for you to maybe add some variety to that video or to your workout with the band and the outer hip. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.